You probably hit your execution.
Yeah.
I just saw we put on screen. What the fuck?
Hold on.
Oh, they did that Sea of Thieves shit.
Yeah, hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
Hold on. I don't know why that happened, but here you go. Come right over. I don't know what the hell happened, but they cut off for some odd apparent reason. I don't know, but yeah. Come in, hit the like button. I don't know what the hell happened. I think I might have hit one of my hotkeys by mistake, but come in, hit the like button. I do apologize for that. Here you go. Hit the link. Put the link back over there again. Here's the link right here. Come on over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come back over.
Come back over. So anyway, as I was saying, that rumor that, like I said, Splinter Cell is supposedly being shown finally at this year's what do you call it?
VGA Awards.
VGA Awards, and I mean, that's been a long time coming. What was the last one we had? Was it Bad Company or?
Do y'all remember the last Splinter Cell footage?
Blacklist.
You remember the last footage?
Yeah, that was on the 360. It actually came out in 2013.
That next gen, I mean, that concept they had when
no, I never seen it.
Terrorists went into the crib and had old girl. I think that was the old girl or dude strapped to the chair. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find the video.
Yeah, you know what? Ubisoft had a bunch of decent concepts that they scrapped. They had one for Splinter Cell and they had one for Rainbow Six. Remember, Rainbow Six was going to be its traditional third-person shooter joint.
Yeah,
Patriots, wasn't it Patriots or some shit like that?
Yeah. They fired that team and rebooted it back up. And, hold on, somebody pay the bills. I seen some hurts and go.
Oh yeah, AP the shooter. It was Phil because that Sea of Thieves picked.
Probably was, man. They probably shut me down, man. On some true fuck niggas shit. They probably did do me dirty. It probably was, Phil.
I mean, Rainbow Six Siege is really good. I just wish I got the other one too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was hoping too. You know what I mean?
You know what? I got gifted a Rainbow Six.
Yeah, and you still haven't booted up.
Yeah, I played it a couple. Actually, I'm lying. I did. I played it a couple times with Noah. And you know, Noah was like them extreme shooters and shit. It's a lot going on. But it's realistic though. Like, you know what I mean? Once you die, that's it. You know what I mean? Now I'm a little bit more skilled at shooters. You know what I mean? So anything can happen. You know what I mean? Anything's possible.
Now that you off a shooter,
bro. I'm on my shooter box type tip, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, Battlefield done turned me out. Man, Gears done turned me out. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Because they used to make me dizzy. And
well, did you talk about Z? I mean, I find it interesting. I hear more people more excited about Battlefield than I do that Call of Duty. Like,
it's
you know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't Battlefield like doing the numbers right now? You know what I'm saying?
I really don't know. Like, that perception thing can kill any game these days, I guess. Like,
here's the thing. All right, well, as far as with Battlefield, you had the shut up, you Griffin, you my man, but Griffin, your whole fuck nigga. Griffin,
he lived the parade on that one.
Yo, Griffin bought a home with that shit there. He said what they call that shit, self gassing. Or you fire gas? What you call that shit they be doing? You know, he done came up. I done had some talks with Griff behind the scenes. Griff done came up with that shit, but ain't more power to him, right? It's a good game, hands down. I don't even think about. Honestly, when I'm out in the battlefield, I don't. Well, sometimes I guess you can see when your squad, whether you got a man or whatever. I don't even pay that shit no mind, bro. Like, you know what I mean. My man say, Muhan Khan said, play Battlefield 4Z is still lit to this day. I don't mind. I actually don't mind. I will get into it because, like I said, I'm all about Battlefield 5, bro. You know what I mean about that Gears. It has now surpassed Gears. Now listen, you just said something, Moss. Why don't people talking about Battlefield as much? Now I know the Battle Royale mode is coming to Battlefield next year, right?
Yeah.
Overall, Battlefield's a much better game.
It is.
Sound.
I keep hearing that though, bro. I mean, I hear it, but ain't nobody.
Bro, sound. Moss, sound alone. Oh, hey Griff, get your ass in here. I told you niggas we like it. Hey Griff, get your ass in here, Griff. We're on the Discord. Come in. Hey, you wanna rock out, Griff. Griff with the eyeballs in that motherfucker. Griff said, I heard you. Griff, the fuck this way to his college Negro from with this shit here, man. Even though he white, He going to Howard right now.
He gonna bring the nightstick with the SJW.
Hey, yo, for real, man. You know, he done came up with the SJW movement. Battlefield is crack.
W's.
Yeah, Battlefield is fucking crack, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, the sound is like no other. No other, you know what I mean? I'm just being, it's the sound alone. And they got the headphones or whatever. These are Razers.
Yeah, and just the immersion from just playing the game, like just seeing everybody die around you, the explosions, the atmosphere.
Let me run. Look, you know what it reminds me of? Honestly, you play, you see the movie Saving Private Ryan. When that one epic scene, when they're in a boat, right? And I remember yesterday, me and Noah, we playing, we run up the steps. All I see is Noah's brother topple, somebody shot him dead in his head. See, they sniping. Boom, his body just fall back. That frostbite engine, whatever they use, is bananas, bro.
Yeah.
Bananas. You know what? And it was crazy now that I think about it. It's in hindsight, it's 2020. Remember, I'm going to take you back now. 2013, of course, the PS4 and the Xbox One came out. And Sony talked a little bit about their specs I think it was in 2013 in February when they had their first unveiling, 8 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. Now I told you guys again, I know some people that know some people, right? And me, I probably had about 125 subscribers at the time. So I said then on my little dog shit channel that the PS4 wasn't going to have 8 gigabytes of RAM allocated for gaming. You know what I mean? Not me not being the tech guy, this, that, and the other, So then other sites, other sites started to pick it up. You know what I mean? And I remember Hip Hop Game. That's why I knew this dude, and I ain't got a problem with dude. He was kind of a weird dude too. From his inside sources that the PS4 is going to have 8 gigabytes of RAM. And I'm thinking, I was one thing. I would never hate on anybody who does this for as their career and taking their family. So it's not even like that. I don't hate on nobody, right? But I remember him interviewing the guy from DICE. We talking about DICE, and it was one of the sound engineers. He was talking about he was talking about then the sound in Battlefield. I was saying, I get it now, but hear me out. So he randomly asked this question to the guys, like, with the PS4, it said it's not going to have 8 gigs of RAM, 8 gigabytes of RAM. He said, for gaming, he said it's not possible because you only can have so much RAM because it'll pull back, right? Whatever, he was saying it will pull back. You can't use all that RAM within the game at the time. But also you have an operating system, which they use as Linux, I believe, which is also a system hog like Windows, you know what I mean? And you're recording, you're doing all this, a bunch of other shit that's going on. So you need, RAM for that, so not inside the game. So anyway, I remember him just having this stupid ass look in his face. But anyway, the point of the story, the guy that was one of the main sound engineers from DICE, and he was talking about, comparing Duty and Battlefield and why Battlefield, and he said one of the things why they can't touch is because, sound. And I get it now. Like, literally, I'm not just saying, like, this shit is crazy. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is bananas. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the things he talked about. Like, damn, like the sound puts us above, X, Y, and Z. Like, that shit is bananas. Like, literally, you in the church, and it's shooting a bell, ding, shit ringing, shit. You can literally hear bullets flying past your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, bro, it's been like that since the old Battlefield.
I didn't know.
It was
on PC.
I didn't know.
I remember way back then, like over a decade ago, when my cousin was playing on PC, and you could, if you were close enough to the stereo, you could hear the pew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the shit like flying in the distance back then. I'm like, wow. Hey, yo, DICE ain't no joke, man.
Yeah, like I said, this shit is how you say, definitely serious. You know what I mean? But yeah, who this D? I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. This is D. D just hit me. I'm sure D's gonna hop in here. Okay. 1 second. Right click, copy. So, any predictions for the Video Game Awards?
You want to go first, Neethles? Or are you still into that?
Yeah, I still think, and I actually wasn't sure that things were voted on by the people. I thought they were just done by critics, but I still think Red Dead's going to win that Game of the Year. Fallout 76 isn't going to be put up for anything, and that's about it.
Was it nominated for anything?
No. What? Fallout 76?
I think it came out too late to be real, though.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I haven't played. I'm not a big fan of Bethesda in their games. I know most we love them to death. But I don't know. Before Game of the Year is going to go. Have you guys tried to rate it online yet?
Yeah, I tried it.
How was it?
It's really good. Like, it plays just like the single player. It's basically like going co-op on the single player. but the economy is broken. Like, you can find a gold ring, right? Like a wedding ring. You sell it to a vendor for about $1.10. But to buy a can of beans from the same vendor, it's about $1.20. Like, the economy is just broken in that game.
Damn,
they can like rob 15 people. They got 30 cents.
They got trouble economy out that motherfucker. Huh?
Yeah, like, so you're basically working for like 1912 prices, but you're paying 2018 prices.
Oh shit.
Okay, yeah, they got fixed.
Yeah,
but they gonna fix it. But look at GTA 5 Online.
Okay.
Look how broken that was. And I'm not a GTA campaign person. I bought it specifically for the online, and I know how broken that shit was. And all it took was a matter of weeks for it to become the behemoth that it is.
Look here. They call it a beta so they can get away with it.
Hey, whatever it worked. It worked for, at least it worked for Rockstar. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it'll work for them again. You know what I mean? Like,
man, I feel like Samuel L. Jackson on Snakes on a Plane, man.
Wait, hold on.
Tired of these motherfucking Fallout 76 on this motherfucking podcast.
Hey, yo, hold up. They said I'm gonna go back in the news, but it says here that NetherRealm Studios would drop full support of WWE Immortals. I never even heard of that. What the hell was that?
The fuck's that?
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell that is.
No.
I mean, let me Google that one.
Yeah, I'm on N4G, whatever the hell that is. I don't even know what the hell that is.
But you know, anybody can get their shit on N4G.
WWE Immortal.
All the power came out the
yeah, it said here.
Man, what the fuck is this? It came out 2015. Oh, I think this is like a goddamn phone game.
Oh, okay.
Mobile game.
Oh, okay. I don't even think about. I never heard that goddamn game a day in my life. Okay, so you said Game of the Year, of course, Red Dead Redemption, right? Oh, well, listen, we need to do different. I see that also Sony put out that Spider-Man is their #1 selling game, well, fastest selling game of all time.
Yeah, that game just was it like just PlayStation 4 game in general? Because I think that's what they mean.
Everything. PlayStation 1,
that's
PlayStation,
crazy. It's outselling all the multiplats.
Big as Grand Theft Auto is.
Yeah, selling faster than that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I try to tell Dirt, he ain't believe me. You know what I mean? Spider-Man is huge. You know what I mean?
Lost that 50 real quick, man.
Yeah, I told him. I know what's crazy. I gave him a 3-month span. I said, in the same time frame. I ain't even need that. I should have doubled. I said, man, if y'all doing it in a week, bro, double or nothing. I really could hustle. You know what I mean?
Hey, Michigan Johnson with the $4.99 at the Game Awards. Demon Souls remake will be announced for a PS4 exclusive and release in 2019 for their 20th anniversary.
My bad, Michael.
You said
my bad, Michael.
I mean, that's a solid prediction.
Bold prediction.
It's bold, but it's solid. It's solid. I mean, from what I looked at in terms of the VGAs and all the category, it either is going to come down to Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption, or God of War, because them damn games is damn near in every freaking category. If you go to the VGA website, you're going to see them games in damn near every category.
Yeah, God of War is going to clean up. I just think it'll come short of Game of the Year. Yeah, but who knows? I could be wrong.
Sony Nation might turn out for God of War.
They might.
You know what I'm saying? They
but
might
like you said, I think they're going to be split because some are going to be voting for Spider-Man. Some will just happen to vote for Red Dead. Like, it's going to be split from them. But Moonam Khan, with the $2, he wants to watch the world burn. I hope Celeste wins Game of the Year because I just want to see all the salt. And that's that weird-ass indie game that got in the Game of the Year category.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2D
that's like Telltale Games winning again. Remember they won the one time?
They won for...
It'll be like that.
Yeah. What they won for was The Walking Dead or Wolf Amongst Us?
It was Walking Dead, season 1, I believe.
Yeah,
that one Game of the Year one of those years, and damn, there was some salt.
Yeah,
that y'all see that game? Y'all see that shit?
Forza Horizon 4 should have been in there too, though.
I don't know about that.
That's a racer, though.
It doesn't matter. See, and that's why it's not in
most.
There.
But yearly
because people look at it like just like a racer, but it's one of the highly rated.
See, if you look
this year,
can you name any yearly game that makes it for those? Like never Call of Duty or anything's in there.
But to Post's point, all of the games up there are rated high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised. Like, I don't know why Celeste is up there. I'm sorry. And then again,
I don't know either.
I don't know why Celeste is up there. And what else? There's something else up there that I don't understand.
I think they got to just fill the slots, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, man, I love Spider-Man, but that shouldn't be up there either.
Yeah, see, if Octopath Traveler, where the fuck is that at?
That doesn't need to be there.
But Octopath Family.
Don't wait, Baron. Don't get Baron on this motherfucking screen.
He hasn't even beat it.
Oh shit! You know, Baron be on the road, man. Fucking. I think we can all agree. Whether I like the game or not, I think we in terms of game of the year, looking at subjectively, not what you like or what I think what has a bigger impact on the gaming, maybe industry or in the community in the whole, in the room in the whole. I think it's probably going to be Red Dead.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, remember on God of War, leave my home, like that's.
But Celeste, if that wins, that'll be a lot of salt and upturn. I mean, that was like when Fortnite won the joysticks or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be streaming God
Fortnite
of War
beat
too.
Everything the joysticks.
Oh, you ain't beat that yet, Post?
I'm finna get ready and start it. I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna have everyone join in and kind of laugh at me as I play the game. On God of War, I'm about to be streaming.
I just got
my first playthrough of God of War.
Go ahead.
No, I just got my PS4 back from Amazon. Literally, like, I gotta hook my shit up. I gotta finish fucking Spider-Man. You know, my God of War shit, my shit fried. And I had insurance on it. These motherfuckers trying to hunt me down a fucking the guy. They could have seen me a regular fucking pro. Like I ain't give a fuck. They gave me a black joint. I just got my hook. My finish at Spider-Man. Yeah, you know, God of War. Again, I pick overall. I don't know. I prefer God of War. You know what I mean?
God of War is a better game. It is.
Yeah, in my opinion. But I just think overall open world, everything's alive. The online.
With God of War and Red Dead? No, Red Dead's better.
I'm sorry, God of War. I'm sorry, Red Dead, but everything is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's just crazy. It's just we ask for open world games all the time, and then once we get them, it be like, man, it's too much shit to go.
Too much shit to do.
But
you know what, Post? It's like like I said with cell phones. People want the cell phones where you can snap the eagle taking the shit in the sky 50 times in 1 second, but they'll never use those fucking features.
Exactly.
I think most of people want open world games, but they want to the extent of like God of War, where it's still linear in its fair regards. Like they like that type of open world game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. People ask for these they want these big open world games, and then when you get them, you're like, man, I understand it's an open world game, but man, it's just too much shit to do. Like,
you know what it
65,
is?
70-hour game, single player.
Yeah, look, you know what? Look, I'm gonna use myself as an example, right? And how you get this called this big back catalog, right? Mm-hmm. And they say, you gonna play no game? It's not the case. You know we get on Battlefield, right? Or at the time, it was Gears. We be on that bitch for 2.5 or 3 hours, Joe. I'm done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. By the time somebody get on Battlefield, it'd be like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, I got take the kid other shit during the day, and so we do a show that we about to hop online. Once we hop online, whatever, that's the extent of my gaming for the day. So whatever we're gonna play that night with everybody. You know what I mean? I'm more of a multiplayer gamer now. I'm gonna play the single player joint, but now I'm all about that multiplayer, man.
You gotta be careful. Like I feel like when I game with you guys, we have to be kind of real selective in terms of whatever game we play first, because I know between if it's Battlefield 5 or Gears, them are the only games we're gonna play. Period. And I don't care how much people trash Gears. If you know how to play Gears, once you get in like a King of the Hill with some good people and y'all going back and forth and y'all battling, man, it's nothing more intense. I don't know if there's another intense game outside of Battlefield that gives you that type of feel or energy. You know what I'm saying, when you playing those games. So man, we gotta be real selective, because I know is he doing all the time. Yeah, come join the stream. We playing Battlefield, we playing Gears, we playing Call of Duty. And then we only playing one.
Playing that one goddamn game for 7 days.
Yeah, and then you have like 8 people doing the party. Can I hop in? You're like, no.
You be like, hey, yo, you ready to podcast? All right, and then we're going on Twitch.
They'll say we've been to move to the next round. He be like, no, man, one more round on Battlefield 5. We're gonna play one more round. And that one round will turn into about 2, 3, 4, 5 more rounds. He be like, all right, y'all, that's it. I'll check y'all out tomorrow.
Thanks for coming out. God bless. Go home with that Russell Simmons Def Jam. Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night.
So, hold on, let me pay the bills. Colin with the $5. Red Dead Redemption 2 deserves to be Game of the Year, but my personal Game of the Year is God of War. Spider-Man is trash. Come at me, ponies.
Woo!
I don't know that one, Con. And Michael Johnson with the $4.99. To be honest, Game of the Year is just between God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2. I agree. And in my opinion, Red Dead Redemption 2 just barely edges out God of War. Both games are incredible, regardless. Well, damn, that was a politician answer. There you go.
He answered that motherfucker like fucking Phil Spencer. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, well, we're committed. We're Game Pass on many goddamn platforms. But anyway, listen, we got some more fucking rumors from the guy. What's the guy named Michael? What's this guy? What's his name? Corbill.
Yeah, Corbill.
Yeah, that guy.
Let me real. He might got the tweet. Picture of the tweet. Yeah, anyway, what's the rumor? Fill me in.
All right. So the rumor is, as reported by the homies at pushsquare.com, social media scuttlebutt. Oh shit, I ain't even know.
It's two rumors actually. It's two rumors.
Oh, okay. Since
Microsoft, you mean like I can put them on screen. I can put them on screen. Or you guys.
Oh yeah, send them the other one because I just got the scuttle joint.
What was that scuttle joint at? And you got it in where I can bring it up.
It's in the broadband bullies.
Okay, I see it. I'll bring it up on screen. All right.
Let you pull it up. Let me know when you got it, Z.
All right, bam.
All right. So yeah, it says Scuttle Blank says Microsoft is sniffing after Sony Studio. Got your boy Sean Layton there, and it says Microsoft has been snapping up mid-sized studios like corporate acquisitions are going out of fashion, and now the social media rumor mill is aflame with speculation that the team in green is about to snap up a studio that's worked with PlayStation in the past. This opens the floor to a raft of possibilities, from supermassive games to Quantic Dream and about a dozen others in between. The rumor comes courtesy of the homie Clobrill, whose historical social media activities suggest he likes Xbox just a little bit. Apparently, he's a reliable source, though he doesn't really add anything to the story rather than say that negotiations are ongoing. Assuming the story is even true, it's perfectly possible that talks could fall through.
So let's just pretend this happens. Let's pretend to get like a mid-sized studio that typically would work with Sony. Okay. How fast do you think the PlayStation Nation is going to start making fun of those games?
They already are.
What are they going to start to call a bunch of those games trash? They weren't really worth it.
To be preemptive, yeah, they're going to start going through their catalog right now, start calling the shit garbage. All
They all in the first place.
They already are. They're one and done studios. It's the same, and this is what I don't understand with Sony fans. They constantly rag on Xbox fanboys for flip flopping, but they are quick to flip flop.
They just do it smarter.
I mean, in the quick of an instance, when immediately after Microsoft announced Ninja Theory acquisition, they never created a good game, and they lied. The studio was terrible and trash. Though prior to that,
listen, I'm gonna say this right. If this is true, right? Let's say if it's Insomniac for shits and giggles. If Microsoft to buy Insomniac, my God.
Oh, that'd be some funny shit.
Bruh.
Hey man, there's gonna be some heart attacks on that one.
Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I can see Porter right now. We do 250,000 not sleep.
20 what was it? 25,000? 25 sleep.
Yo, that shit would be wild. But listen, if you think about it, what's gonna be? They don't own Ready at Dawn, do they?
I don't think so.
So it's gonna be Ready at Dawn.
Yeah.
I think it may either be Ready at Dawn or Sumo Digital, because Sumo Digital did do Little Big. I don't think it's what's the studio they was talking about? Bluehole.
I don't
think it's Quantic Dreams, because I think they're working on the it could be, but I think they're working on the multi-platform.
Well, to be fair, I think they would be a great fit for Game Pass.
I think Bluehole is working on another remake or remaster for Sony.
Bluehole does all like the remakes and stuff. I don't think they'll be worth it.
They do all they do all the remakes for Sony, and I think they're working on one more remake for.
So with Microsoft, what can you look at? What do you call Obsidian? The game is still coming out being multi-platform.
Exactly. That's about. I'm doing my poster. No.
Yeah, but he also stated before we move on. He said Microsoft Studio growth isn't done yet. He said there are in active talks with multiple studios, both big and small, some of which might surprise you more than others. He said it's early for all of them, though 2019 will continue this story. So it's crazy.
So about them red solo cups. All right, let me pay the bills. Samuel Ashmade with the $5.
This dude.
Are Microsoft fannies gonna like these games now? I don't know if he's talking about Crapgamer or something like Ninja Theory, but I'm just saying.
You know what? Fuck that, because Nethos is taking shots. They still win empty solo cups. What fluid you drinking? We don't even know. We're sitting there tap dancing and shit, doing the jig, and we don't even know what the hell's coming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now fuck that, man. I can't even roll with Nethos, man. This
Blue 14, Mustang 50. I'm up on Battlefield 5 right now while listening to the podcast. Just picked up the game today on the X. The game looks amazing, and yes, it does.
All right, Blue, we're gonna be on there after the show, man. So no hesitation.
Yeah, you'll be our fourth squad. Let's go.
Well, who that?
Blue 14 Mustang. Add Z.
You said what? What do you say?
Blue 14. His gamer tag is yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's rocking on Battlefield 5 right now. He'll be our fourth teammate.
Oh, okay.
The way I feel about this is just in terms of what Microsoft is doing and how they're spending, it's unprecedented, right? I know people harp on them about